Ma'am, add Saad and in the class.
Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope
Assalamu
everybody has.
alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Don't you guys have your official email addresses yet? You're using your personal email addresses.
मैम अभी तक हमें वो शो नहीं हो रहे ना एलएमएस पे।
Okay.
जी, अभी मैम कुछ स्टूडेंट्स का भी मसला चल रहा है, वो ट्राई कर रहे हैं लॉगिन की लेकिन उनका अकाउंट नहीं बन रहा।
ठीक है. चलिए, that's okay. This meeting is being recorded, so later on you can take a look whenever you have time. Your attendance will be taken automatically, so I hope you have entered your correct name, the official name that you have admitted to university. We'll wait for 2 or 3 more minutes for everyone to join in, and then we'll start with the topic today. And our topic is very common, something that you've been studying for more than a decade. We are going to talk about parts of speech and conjunctions specifically. I'm going to share information with you regarding how to write connected sentences and why they are important in your respective field. So let's wait for another minute and then we start. Okay, I think that's a sufficient amount of time that you have waited for your classmates to join in. For some reasons, due to bad internet at my end, I believe the slides that I want to show you are not opening, but I'll share the screen directly to you. So, in that case, if you're going to say something, you must raise your hand. Do not unnecessarily unmute yourself and create chaos in the class. It's important and imperative to understand that even though it's an online class, it is still an official class. So we have to be very careful about how and what we are going to say. So parts of speech are something that you've been, studying since the conception of your school life. Is that correct for all of you? Most of you know something about part of speech. If it's a yes, you can write in the chat box a simple yes. Can you define parts of speech? Or can you share why they are important or what are they? Hmm? Only yes, nothing more. They are very important for okay, yes, without basic words, you won't be able to articulate any meaningful sentences. And in order to have meaningful sentences, you need these words. Basically, parts of speech are the words, the basic words that are there in every language, not only in English language, but other languages as well. And they have different categorizations in it. And the first category that most of you probably know is a noun. So, how would you define a noun? A noun could be a person, a place, or a thing. And usually, if we are on campus, I would ask you to write some nouns, but because we have less time, and we need to finish this. Okay, Ali says they are important to make coherence in text. That's correct. And what is coherence? Meaning. Coherence is sequential meaning, logical meaning that should be made through the help of words. It's not that if you just randomly take different words of different categories and jumble them up, they are going to have meaningful sentences. In order for them to have meaning, they have to come together in a very systematic way. And every language has a system to be followed. And English is no different since we are talking about English specifically. Noun is a thing in a person or a place. Now, if we practice this, now find the noun in the following sentences. I'll just do two sentences with you. The rest can be done at your own. Read the sentence number two. There are many people in this classroom who are missing assignments. Can you identify the noun in it? You can use Mike as well, just to say that word. इस पूरे सेंटेंस में noun क्या है?
Ma'am, repeat the statement.
Now, could you please repeat?
Ma'am, I'm saying that repeat the sentence.
Second question, second sentence. Can you see on your screens? It says there are many people in this classroom who are missing assignments. इस sentence में noun क्या है?
मैम स्लाइड एक आगे कर दें, पिछली स्लाइड शो हो रही है।
आगे ही है, प्रैक्टिस वाली पे ही है हम। Okay, in this sentence, the noun is classroom and assignments because mostly nouns could have a plural as well. What about the third sentence? I am ready for Thanksgiving. Which word is the representation of noun in this sentence?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. It's a concept, of course. That's why it is considered to be a noun. Then we have a pronoun. A pronoun is a word that is usually used instead of a noun. It is a replacement of a noun. It is connected to the noun. For example, there was a, if I am going to talk about a story, let's say there was a king whose name was uh, Charles. He was the son of etc. etc. So he represents Charles. And now in the example that you can see is that if we have a character whose name is Mark, we can say that Mark entered the classroom late. He was late because of traffic. So when I'm using he is a pronoun that is referring back to Mark. There could be a number of types of pronouns. We have demonstrative, indefinite, subjective, objective, possessive, and reflexive. These are the basic types of pronouns that one must know. And most of these you already know. For example, it is mine. That is a possessive pronoun. This, that, or these. Those are the flowers that I was referring to as a demonstrative pronoun. Objective pronoun would mean it is me that you're looking for. You are late to the class. These are pronoun types. And next part of speech that we need to focus on is a verb. There are two types of verbs that we will look out closely. There are others as well. One is the action verb, the other one is the linking verb. Action verbs, as the name suggests, they showcase an action. For example, walking, driving, dancing,
मैम
singing,
स्लाइड चेंज कर
playing.
दें?
It is changed here. It
नहीं
is
मैम, यहाँ पे
changed.
प्रैक्टिस शो हो रही है.
Okay, let me see what's the issue. Okay, action
Okay,
verbs.
ma'am.
Now is it visible?
यस मैम.
Sure. Okay, action verbs, they express an action where there is a nature or nature of action is involved, such as driving, playing, dancing, singing, and much more. Next, we have linking verbs. Now, linking verbs, they link two thoughts or expressions together, and they may start from the basic form of be that may be included as am, were, has been, are, being, is. They are able to connect different parts of the sentence. For example, um, look at the second sentence. I love him. Is there a verb in the sentence? If there is one, which one is it? Hmm? क्या इस सेंटेंस में वर्ब है? अगर है तो कौन सा है? Love. Yes, Ali, Maida, and Umar. That's correct. Love is a state of being, right? So that is again a verb. Then we have adjectives. Adjectives are they are descriptive words. They provide description. They can modify another person, thing, or another adjective or noun within the sentence. Adjectives are important, specifically in descriptive writing, which we are going to focus as well. When we narrate a story, when we describe a place or a person or a thing, we use descriptors, and they are mostly adjectives and adverbs. Now, if we look at descriptive adjectives, they describe a noun. For example, a red house, a tall man, a large hut, a yellow bag. Now, yellow is an adjective and bag is a noun. So, bag, that is a noun, is being, you know, becoming more vivid with the color yellow. So descriptive adjectives, they work like that. Then we have limiting adjectives. High school student. See, student is a noun, and there could be different types of students. University students, high school students, primary students, secondary students. So this high school specifically limits the criteria or the category that we are concerned with. Now, teams is a noun, and if I attach one team, 16 teams, 29 teams, now 29, 16, etc., all of these words will be limiting adjectives. Then comes adverbs. Adverbs, they add information to an existing verb or an adjective. They can be usually mostly identified by identifying the suffix by the end of the word. For example, lovely. Love is a word, love is a verb as well. But if I attach ly to it, that mostly becomes adverbs. But that is not the only way to identify verbs. Verbs, they can be there to answer how, when, where, and how much as well. For example, he walked a very long path, or he drove a very fast car. Now, fast car, fast is an adjective, car is a noun, and very is adding meaning to the fast car. So, very itself is an adverb. Basically, what you need to focus in terms of examination and your assessments, you must focus on conjunctions. This is just a background development for your understanding towards conjunctions because today's talk or discussion is merely focused on how to write connected sentences with the help of conjunction. So we'll get to conjunctions eventually. And conjunctions, as you already know, they are the words, they are able to connect different parts of a sentence. They can connect two words, two phrases, or two sentences as well. And coordinating conjunctions, you probably know them with the abbreviation or acronym of fanboys. They are very common. There are different types of conjunctions as well. Then comes prepositions. Prepositions, they are able to link or perform a linkage between pronoun phrases and even nouns. And some of the basic prepositions are enlisted in front of you. Some of the examples are given. I'll read two to three only. The book is beneath the table. The bag is on the table. She read the book during the class. She held the book over the table. All these words in bold are prepositions. Prepositions basically showcase location, okay, mostly. And then we also have object of the preposition. Anybody who knows what is the object of the preposition? For example, if I say that I'll be there at noon, or if I say we need to meet at noon. Now, at is our preposition, but it is corresponding to its object that is noon, because noon को change करके night भी हो सकता है, evening भी हो सकता है, morning भी हो सकता है. So, object of the preposition will be the next word that comes after the preposition. Look at the second example. Behind them. Behind is a preposition and them is the object of the preposition. Then we have interjections. Interjections, they are short utterances. They showcase extreme or happy emotions, extravagant emotions. For example, hooray, I have done that. Ouch, it hurts. Okay, these words that you use while you're chatting or your phone, over your phone, you use these interjections. Interjections are followed with or followed by a exclamation mark. ये जो आप देख रहे हैं, ठीक है? So this was the basic introduction that I needed to share with you regarding parts of speech. Now, if you have any question regarding parts of speech, you may ask. I've posted material, this one and some practice material in your classroom. You must go through it and you may ask any relevant question. As far as to what extent you need to prepare it, the level of explanation that I've shared with you is more than sufficient for your examination preparation, right? So go ahead, think about it, and if you have any questions, you may ask. Yes, I can. See, um, if I say, I am going to the park. So can you identify the preposition in the sentence? What is the preposition in the sentence? I am going to the park. To. To is our preposition. And if I say I am going to, that is not going to be complete. But the park is the object of preposition कि किस तरफ किस डायरेक्शन में जा रही है या अगर मैं ऐसे कहूँ my book is on the table. Now table is the object of preposition यानी preposition correspond किसको कर रही है respond किसको कर रही है park के केस में to जो है वो park को correspond कर रहा है और जब table वाला sentence है my book is on the table on जो है वो correspond कर रहा है table अब टेबल की जगह हम कुछ और भी कह सकते हैं माई बुक इज ऑन द बेड ठीक है तो ये ऑब्जेक्ट जो है ये चेंज हो सकता है नाउ डज दैट मेक सेंस ओके Okay, any other questions? Okay, let's dive into conjunctions then. They are important. We have already reviewed these, parts of speech. We have talked about it. Now let's talk about a conjunction. What is a conjunction? Conjunctions, like I told you, they're able to join two or more words together. They have the ability to join not only words but also phrases. One of the examples that could be there, conjunctions are able to connect different parts of sentences. That's correct, Maida. For example, I went to the store to buy eggs, milk, and bread. Now look at this. We have three things, eggs, milk, and bread, and they are co-joined with the help of a coordinating conjunction. There are many common conjunctions, and you can see that eggs, milk, and bread, all three words, three categories, they belong to the same class category. All of them are nouns. So, coordinating conjunction has one particular aspect attached to it that it will always co-join words of the same rank or same class category. In terms of phrases or sentences, it is going to again, coordinating conjunction is going to co-join a word, a phrase, or a sentence of same class category or rank. Moreover, conjunctions can co-join prepositional phrases as well. For example, I went skiing down the hill and past the trees. Look at the phrases. Down the hill, past the trees. Same category, same class category. तो similar prepositional phrases को join करता है. And last but not the least, Conjunctions can also be co-joined with the help of two sentences of same category. I played cards for a while, but then I played chess. I played cards for a while. That is a complete sentence. Then I played chess. That's another complete sentence co-joined with the help of a coordinating conjunction, that is but. Now, these are some of the most common conjunctions, and, but, or, for, nor, yet. So these are called fanboys. Some explanation is given for each of them that you must go through at your own, and I believe you know it already. Once we reach the end, I can ask you. Now, look at this. We'll do only two sentences. Parrots live in wild places or in zoos. Can you identify the conjunction in it? और वो conjunction क्या दो categories को words को या phrases को sentences को किन categories को join कर रहा है? That's correct, Ikra. Our conjunction is or. लेकिन वो join क्या कर रहा है? Words को कर रहा है कि phrases को कर रहा है? Anybody else? देखिए places and zoos दोनों हमारे पास nouns हैं. But what about in wild places, in zoos? These two are phrases, prepositional phrases जिसमें in से ये start हो रहे हैं और ये same category के. In wild places, in wild zoos. वैसे zoos wild नहीं होते इस वजह से उसके साथ wild नहीं लिखा, लेकिन ये same category के. अच्छा, look at sentence number 2. Their beaks and feet are good for climbing. यहाँ पर कौन सा है coordinating conjunction या conjunction? Second sentence. Their beaks and feet are good for climbing. No. वो preposition है उमर. For is the preposition. हम conjunctions की बात कर रहे हैं. Yes, that's correct. Ikra and Maida and. और जो beaks and feet है, they are from the same class category. दोनों ही nouns हैं. So this is how conjunctions they co-join words and phrases together and sentences as well. There are multiple types of conjunctions. I'll share basic ones with you. One type of conjunction is called coordinating conjunctions. They can connect things of equal value, equal category. These are the conjunctions and these are called fanboys. ये पता है आपको? Do you know these already? I believe you know how to use and, but, or easily. What about so? How would you use so in a sentence? Can you make a sentence where so is being used as a coordinating conjunction, of course? Now, coordinating conjunctions affect the meaning within your sentences. So is used to show a relationship between two things, right? I want popcorn, comma, so I made some. So there is a consequential relationship that I wanted something, so I made some. But you can see that there is a comma before so. That is called British comma. Americans do not put it there. They would simply write, I want popcorn, so I made some. But British comma is famous to provide clarification when coordinating conjunctions are used. Same goes for yet. Yet simply means when there is a change to be shown. For example, I want popcorn, comma, yet I also want pizza. So it must be combined. It should combine two sentences, two same class category sentences. Look, I want popcorn. I also want pizza. दोनों sentences independent sentences हैं, and they are co-joined with the help of a coordinating conjunction. Apart from coordinating conjunctions, we also have subordinating conjunctions, and they are also known as RUBS. It's usually an abbreviation used in primary schools. Most of you already know. Subordinating conjunctions, they are a little different from coordinating conjunctions because they can be in the middle of the sentence, in the beginning of the sentence, and at the end of the sentences as well. Subordinating conjunctions, they are quite complicated as compared to coordinating conjunctions. Look at one, the first conjunction. I'll only share the first one, rest can be read by you. After, which means following. After we eat, we will go watch a movie. Now, after is a subordinating conjunction, and when the sentence starts with a subordinating conjunction, it will have a comma after the subordinate sentence or subordinate clause because we will go watch a movie is a independent sentence. So basically, it's also the complex sentence where one um, dependent and independent clause they come together. Can we put this after in the middle of the sentence? क्या हम इस after को middle में ले जा सकते हैं? अब देखें after we eat comma we will go watch a movie. Now I want you to restructure it and put after in the middle of it. Is that a possibility? उसमें हम क्या करेंगे हम we will से start करेंगे. If we start our sentence we will go watch a movie. Yes, Fatim, Maida, that's fine. We will watch a movie after we eat. जब after middle में आ जाएगा तो comma subside हो जाएगा. Okay? And the third type of conjunction that you need to know. Okay, एक example आपसे share कर लेते हैं. Okay, look at the first sentence. We are practicing every afternoon because our marching band is playing in the Rose City Parade. Can you identify the subordinate conjunction in it? इस सेंटेंस में सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन कौन सा है? Because, that's correct. और अगर हमने because से सेंटेंस स्टार्ट करना है तो रीस्ट्रक्चर कर सकते हैं. If we are going to put because in the beginning, how would you restructure the sentence? Very good, Nita. Because our marching band is playing in the Rose City Parade, we are practicing every afternoon. And you see, कैसे parade के बाद हमारा comma आ जाएगा क्योंकि वो एक dependent clause है. Good, very good. And then the third type of conjunction, there is a fourth one, but I'll not share that with you so that you're not so much confused. We'll just talk about this third type, that is correlative conjunctions. Basically, correlative conjunctions, they come in pairs, and one conjunction is taken from coordinating conjunction, the other one is taken from the subordinating conjunction. Look at the third one, neither and nor. Nor is a coordinating conjunction and neither is a subordinating conjunction. So we can use these sentences or these words in a sentence. For example, I don't want neither pickles nor tomato on my hamburger. Now look at this. We have both subordinating conjunction and coordinating conjunction coming together, making a sentence. So I've just posted a few basic pairs. आपने बस इनको practice कर लेना है and if you have any questions you may ask. अच्छा अब parts of speech तो I've shared with you. There is one major approach or category that you need to know, that is the difference between function and content words. Anybody who knows? It's a very common concept usually taught at primary level somewhere, but it is part of your course outline, so we have to talk about it. Content and function words. Can somebody identify? Do somebody know about it? Well, if you don't, you can simply let me know that you don't so that I can share it with you because we are left with 5 minutes only and I don't want to waste the time. नहीं पता तो भी बता दें. चलिए एक प्राइमरी बच्चों की एक वीडियो है. I'll show you that video and I believe it will remind you about your. We'll play this in the class so that nobody misses it. Basically, content words are those words which can stand alone, which have the complete meaning. For example, if I look at a student, we make an eye contact and they are sitting in the front and I simply say door. Door is a noun. It's a complete word and they probably would understand that I'm asking them to either open the door or close the door. On the contrary, if I say to a student, I simply say is. It cannot stand alone. That's a functional word. That's a function word, grammar word. And if we go back to class categories in parts of speech, we have nouns, adjectives, adverbs. These are the categories which are content words, verbs as well. ठीक है, ये content verbs हैं. जब मैं कहती हूँ play, walk, color, तो आपके माइंड में कोई ना कोई एंटिटी कोई कॉन्सेप्ट आता है. लेकिन ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी अगर मैं कंजंक्शंस इंटरजेक्शंस या prepositions यूज करती हूँ to, in, upper, beneath, and, so, yet, they cannot stand alone. They need more information for the meaning making processes. So that is the basic difference between function words and content words. Is that clear? Does that make sense? समझ आ रही है आपको? I've posted a video on your LMS as well. आप खुद भी देख सकते हैं. नहीं तो next class में मैं आपसे जरूर share कर दूँगा. If you have any questions regarding any of the concepts that we have discussed today, please go ahead and ask. We have 3 minutes. कोई सवाल हो तो please पूछ लें. If there is no question, you can simply write in the chat box clear. Everything clear. कुछ ऐसा लिखते हैं तो मुझे पता चल जाए आपको समझ आ गई. Is it clear? I can't see. नहीं निदा सारी नहीं करनी बेटे. सारी नहीं करनी. We'll talk about the outline and the topics for midterm in the next class. Don't worry. Okay. Okay, most of you are saying everything is clear, and I request you, I encourage you actually to go through the material that I've posted so that if you have any questions, you may ask those questions. Okay, then that will be all for today. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz. Take care.